Hello, MS Live. I'm your host, Dulci Hill. And let's see, today we're going to be talking about cognitive function again. And hi, Chris. Cognitive function and exercise. Also, sleep. Sleep is good. So I've got a lot of things to share with you today. And of course, your participation because I'm only your host. And let's see what the way God blows us, right? The direction God wants us to go in. Let me just share this. Amir gets okay. Okay, let's try to do that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. So here we go. All right. Cognitive function, energy. All right. So how did everybody sleep? Well, everybody's getting here. Uh, Part of cognitive function and having energy is getting a good night's sleep. And those of us who have been dealing with MS for a while, the longer we've had MS, the more uh, the bed. Actually, the older you get, the more the bed becomes the enemy. It shouldn't be like that. I mean, if you're like me, Princess and the Pig, you have so many mattresses. You just keep buying mattresses. Well, there is somebody, you know, I can't see. Oh, it's Paul. Paul, you give me a thumbs up and a heart. Thank you, thank you. But uh, or instead of buying all these air mattresses, there's something. It's a pressure pad that you can get on Amazon. It's only $79 and it plugs in and it's alternating for people who have a rough time turning over. Or, but I'll let you know, even if you don't. Last night I got in bed and I'm laying on my side and I didn't turn it on because it's like an air mattress. It constantly, you don't feel it because it's slowly every 20 minutes or so it slowly decompresses one bubble and then the next one goes up. So you have different pressure, different areas of your body holding it up. So I'm laying. Hi, Frank. Anyway, so I'm laying in bed. Hi, Dennis. No, you guys are early. You got, you know what? And I was early. You guys, you know that between 11 and 11:05, sometimes I have so many problems. Hi, Sarah. Uh, okay, so I'm talking about the pressure pad. So I fell asleep last night, got in bed, read my book, fell asleep, woke up at 3 in the morning with so much pain on my left side because I hadn't moved. I was on my left side. I hadn't moved and turning over with stiff legs because the back of them wore off, right? It was impossible. So what I realized is that that pressure pad wasn't blowing up, wasn't alternating. So I reached down and hit the on switch, and I did not have pain. Anyway, what I've discovered is that even if you do not have that problem, if the mattress is your enemy, get this pressure pad. Get it. I know we've been talking about that. Gina, if Gina gets on here, she'll tell. There's a couple people who've got it based on my recommendation, and they love it. They love it. It is, it just is a lifesaver. So if your bed is your enemy, I don't care if you're able-bodied, if you're getting older, if you've arthritis on your hip, if but if you have MS and rolling over is hard, right? It's hard, right? And the osteobioflex, the arthritis vitamins we're taking is not working, or it is. It just get yourself a pressure pad. It's called a pressure mattress, and I will tell you. Okay, I'm going to tell you what it is. So get yourself a pressure mattress. Okay, so all right, now you've woken up and you've had a good night's sleep. Problem is, hi Kevin. Problem is you wake up and you're more tired than you were at 12 o'clock when you're trying to go to sleep, or you're more tired than you were at midnight, at 3 in the morning when you wake up and you had to go to the potty. Why is it we wake up? It's like we're slow to get ready to go to sleep. We're slow, and then we're slow to wake up. It takes me about 5 hours to wake up. So if I get up uh, past 8 o'clock for doing this, I'm not cognitively straight, right? No, I do not have a baclofen pump. Uh, and you know why I don't is that I went to this MS physical therapy specialist. I've been going, and I'm going to talk about exercise and how it affects your cognitive function. Um, and this gal, now I am really stiff, and the neurologist wanted me to try the baclofen pump. I'm pretty thin, right? This gal looked at me and said, "What I don't like about the baclofen pump with those of us who are really stiff is that is that it may defrost us to the point where we have no strength. If we don't have muscle strength and we have a baclofen pump, we might not be able to stand. Baclofen will, you think about our body, our muscles are like rubber bands, right? So if we rely on the bones to be really tense to stand, there's no muscle strength in it, right? So all of a sudden, we take a baclofen pump, right? So no longer is those nerves able to be straight all the time. It breaks the tension. We better have muscle memory to hold us up. And the fact is that we won't. Many of us won't. So it's better to take baclofen, which has a half life, by the way, of about 6 hours. So when you take the baclofen, it lasts about 6 hours. For me, it lasts about 4 hours. The top dose of baclofen, by the way, is let me see, 4 times 120 milligrams a day. You're not supposed to take more than that. Tizanidine is is a muscle relaxer. It works better, um, but the problem is that it makes you tired, but you can get used to that. So does baclofen. You get used to it, so it doesn't make you tired anymore. But the problem is that to me, Tizanidine uh, broke the tension so much. It was like a baclofen pump. I was not able to stand. Okay, so how does exercise, practicing, breaking the tension work with our cognitive function? All right, I'm going. Hi, Richard. Oh, I've gotten all your emails. I just haven't had a chance to look at them. All right, let me see. Let me. All right, it's a little better. Okay, you guys were looking more at the ceiling. All right, here we go. Is that better? Is that better? Okay, so anyway, okay, so I wanted to tell you that yesterday, I went to the pool, and it's pretty silly. Thank you, Chris. Mwah. Thank you, Chris. So, yeah, no, the ceiling needs to be painted anyway. So, okay, so I went to the pool and I started exercise. I got in. I had a buddy who was sitting there with my exercise uh, routines that I had to do. And I got to tell you, I was in there. She had me. She was doing her own thing, and I was doing my toe lifts, which, by the way, everybody should be doing. Take your toes, pull your toes up and down. I know it sounds impossible to some of us, but all people, everyone, right? The reason why people get club toes or gnarly toes is because the muscles on the top of the foot stop working, and now you're trying to grab onto the ground. You're trying to grab onto the ground. So stop it. The way you stop it is you take your toes on the ground and push them away. All right, push them away, straighten them out, and then practice lifting those toes. All right. Now, the physical therapist wanted me to do that, and I was laughing at her. I was like, "Yeah, forget it. Yeah, that's not gonna happen." But guess what? I can lift my toes on the left foot. Nothing works on the left leg. Okay, so I was in the pool, lifting my toes, doing ankle circles on both ankles, and after a while, she came over, and I'm like, I took what I didn't feel like being there. I was exhausted. I was dizzy. I took a Ritalin. I took all that stuff, and she came over, and I said, Harriet, I'm done. I got to get out of the pool. I'm not having fun. I'm tired. I'm cold. I don't want to do this anymore. And she looked at me. How do you get someone with MS who says, "No, I'm done"? How do you get a social? How do you get us to do something? How do you get anybody to do something? She looked at me and she says, "We're going. Here's a noodle. We're going deep in the pool, and we're going to start to do some jumps." Or I'll have you know, I went deep in the pool. You take a noodle, a thin noodle, and you tie it in a knot around your 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 stiff leg, right? And you slowly have it bent. You slowly, it's all of a sudden you can bend that knee. You let it float up and you push it down. So there's various exercises we can do. The important thing I want to tell you is that here I am jumping around with Harriet. I was ready to die, go to bed, right? Until she started telling me, all right, jump forward and backward, and that she's not trained in MS. She's not trained in physical therapy. She's just a friend who has done water aerobics and was looking at me. One of the things you're supposed to do is you swing your left leg or your back. Yeah, I'm not allowed to. You're not allowed to say you have a bad leg. So you have a strong leg. Hi, Jane. You have a strong leg, and you have a good leg. Your good leg is the leg that needs extra attention. Your strong leg is the other. So I know. In fact, I told her. I said, when you call my left leg a bad leg, it's not going to cooperate. If I say, okay, we got to say good leg, it cooperates. So she says, with your good leg, right? The challenge leg, you're going to push it forward and then push it back. Well, what a lot of us with MS do is our hip muscles are so strong, we tend to circle out. We circle out. We don't pull it against our body. So she was able to look at me and say, "Well, your body's not acting normally." All right. So think about pulling your foot and touching it with the opposite hand. And it was so wonderful. It was just so wonderful. In that all of a sudden she looked at me, she says, I this is the first time this is the first time I've seen that leg do what a normal leg's supposed to do. So, and the lesson is not necessarily getting your body to do what it should do, which I think if all of us uh, can benefit from being in the pool, water aerobics or physical therapy in the pool. But I think that the lesson is that when we're distracted, we are forced to we're forced to be sharp. It's somebody once said to me, Dulci, do you have pain all the time? Yeah, I've got pain until you start talking to me, and then I'm more concentrated on you, right? Early on, 20 years ago, I had pain. I was in Hawaii. I had pain, systemic flu-like achy pain, phantom pain, a neuropathic pain until I was standing there until a wave hit me and I went butt over tea kettle. I went rolling around in the surf, right? You're not thinking about pain. You're thinking about taking a breath. Right when Harriet pulled me aside and said, "Okay, let's go in deep and let's jump around," and we're doing so. Guess what happened when I decided? Hi, Maureen. When I tried to walk on this with the noodle into the deeper water from in the therapy pool, I fell. This is early on. I fell because I didn't have balance. I fell at the end, after we were done jumping around, we did another 45 minutes. After I said I was done, we did that because we had fun. I went to walk out of the pool unassisted. I didn't need the noodle. I walked and I was dizzy, but I was able to walk. So the moral of the story here is and I told her, it's you know what? When you work with somebody with a stroke, when you work with somebody, it's slow. It, after a surgery, it's a slow process. When you work with somebody with MS, it's immediate. It's immediate. The, what we have to do is we have to do the physical therapy often. We do it often because we need that muscle memory. It's not our nerves that are making this happen as much as it's the memory of doing that. It's somehow doing those jumps and jumping around for balance was working with my brain and my feet, and it was creating neural pathways that allowed me to get out of the pool or to walk without falling, being dizzy, right? So I was creating these pathways. So guess what happened? When I didn't have the noodle, I started walking out. I don't know why. She says, "Look at you walk! Oh my gosh, you! I almost didn't need the walker. Why? Why? Because it's like playing the piano, right? You don't know You some people can play the piano with their eyes closed, right? Because you start by hitting one key. There is a girl. There's a girl. She's 30 years old, and girl, right? A young lady, and she said to me, she she does not like swimming. And I was in the pool, not in the pool, I was in the locker room, and I was like, yeah, I've seen you take swim lessons. I said, I know why you don't like swimming. Your stroke is good. She doesn't know how to breathe in the water, right? Because she's so afraid of drowning, she holds her breath. And I said, you know what? You need a success, right? You need a success. What you have to do, in fact, what you have to do is practice putting your face in water. Inhale outside of the water, get your face out of the water, and exhale. Never hold your breath, right? Inhale, and then count 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale. So I said, just practice that because you have to uh, trust that you're always going to get air for you not to panic. And guess what? She says, oh my gosh, then I can succeed. Then I might not be stressed out. I said, yes, I know I've watched you for 6 months, and I don't say in front of the teacher, the teacher's teaching you, the swim teacher's teaching you to swim, but that's not your problem. Your problem isn't swimming, it's breathing. So many of us put the cart before the horse, right? Okay, so Chris is saying, so yeah, and Chris is great. She says if you got a headache and you stub your pinky toe, right? You stub your toe and then it goes away. It's distraction. Uh, it's a distraction. It's a distraction. So, why is she focusing? Why do we focus on sitting on the couch or sitting in the pool and thinking, oh, I'm too tired to do any of this stuff, right? Well, we're focused on that. Like Chris said, we're focused on that. I've got a headache. Oh, I'm so tired. I got a headache. Don't feel like exercising. And then Harriet comes up and says, "Let's get in the deep water with a noodle. Just humor me." And I could, I could put my now, but I'm a people pleaser, as a lot of us with MSR. So I go in the deep end. Tie the noodle. By the way, if you have a flexible noodle, you can tie it around your leg, and instead of pulling, if you push the ends through, it'll work better. So telling you, uh, I was doing jumping jacks. It just it's and then knee ups, and it just it was awesome. It was awesome. 45 minutes later, 45 minutes after I said I wanted to quit. Isn't that amazing? So I want just to tell you, by the way, I was chatty. I had a lot that we were talking. We're jumping around. We're talking cognitively. Exercise will help us be more disciplined. Hi, Susan. Will be more disciplined as far as focusing, right? We talked about cognitive function. Uh, Exercise helps with keeping us focused. Distraction helps us with keeping us focused. Eating right, drinking lots of water. We said the 4C energy drink help me. Um, so that's, and then getting a good night's sleep, right, with that pillow pad. Oh, I said, or the mattress. All right, and I said I was gonna get the name of that for you. All right, and all right, trying to get it. No, and Sarah says, but Sarah, you have primary progressive, right? Sarah says it's hard to watch people come and go uh, uh, from physical therapy because it means they're getting better, and I don't. That is not true. Um, that is not true. We don't see the gains we make with physical therapy. We don't see it. We don't see the small nuances. Just like, all right, think about over the past year, you weigh yourself, right? And you haven't seen somebody in me and they come back and they're like, oh my God, you've gained weight, or yeah, you look 10 pounds heavier, or you don't see when weight creeps up on you. You don't see when you don't see it. But guess what? You do see. They see it. The physical therapists are trained to see it. They're just, you know what? She had me do an exercise, the physical therapist who specializes in MS. She had me do an exercise and she said, yeah, that's nice, but you're using all of the muscles on your strong side. All right, your good side, which is the challenge side, I'm not calling it bad side anymore. Uh, um, it's learned to rely on the strong side to make up for the weaker side, right? It's learned to do that, and that throws your body off. So whereas I can do a squat, right, with, and it looks centered, but it's all my right leg. It's all of that. All right, Sarah, you've got relapsing progressive MS. Okay, what I have active. All right, you know what? It's even more important that depending on how aggressive your MS is, how many attacks you have, how uh, fiery your MS is. Uh, just I how you've got to do something even if it's wrong. Hi, Rob. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since you've been here. All right, Rob, it's good that you're here. Miss you dearly, Rob. Yeah, I gotta. I'm thinking we do what we're supposed to, right? I gotta make a list of what I'm supposed to do, what I'm supposed to do, not what I want to do, right? What I want to do is swim a quarter mile because it's easier. We want to do push ups, right? Why? Push ups are easier than squats. It's easier to do things, and our brain wants to be successful. So we need to have a bit of success, right? Sarah, you're talking about watching people graduated from physical therapy, right? And we don't. And I told Harriet when I was in the pool, I, you know, the problem is that those of us with uh, active MS, we're like stroke victims, and we never graduate physical therapy, and we have to do this, and we don't want to do it, but we have to, and it's a good thing. It really, really helps us, and we don't see that it helps us, right? Because it's like, think about it. We don't see. It's like the gal who was so 6 months. She's watching somebody who can't walk jump in the pool and swim a half a mile, 40 laps back and forth. And she's like, and she can't swim once. She's like, it's so tired, right? She doesn't understand why can everybody swim but I can't, right? Why can't? She's healthy. She's normal. Like, because you know what? Break it down to a success. You need a success. You need to have some success to want to do it again. You need to notice a success, right? What is her success? I said, you need to focus on your breathing. You can't swim a length of the pool until you learn how to breathe, right? Learn that you're safe in the water, right? Learn. If you do that, then eventually you're only going to not swim a half a mile because she's thinking, oh my gosh, I want to do that. You're only going to swim one length, right? You need to succeed. We need to succeed. When I can't walk, and I'm like, you know what, Harriet, I'm not doing this today because I don't feel like this. Hi, Stephanie. I don't feel like doing this today. I'm not going to succeed. And she says, let's go in the deep end and just entertain me. And all of a sudden, I'm focused on her, right? I'm focused on her. And she's got me jumping around, and all of a sudden, I put the noodle away. I untie it from my knee, and I start walking. And I've succeeded. I've succeeded. I've done it enough times. Like this gal breathing, right? It's like this gal breathing. Hang on one minute. Uh, um, I've done enough times that there is success. All right, just a second. Hang on. Okay. Just a second. There's one camera here that needs. Okay, that need to be plugged in, and it might be backwards. So I might have to do that. And Chris is saying something. Chris recommends to Sarah. She says Chris is encouraging her. Says Chris wants you to know, Sarah, and everybody. Same thing with you. Hi, Phil. Is that you can do anything if you put your mind to it, right? Push through it, and all right, granted, my dream is to do the Ironman, to run, to bike, I want to do that. I think that I'm waiting for them to cure MS, reverse the damage, make that happen so I can do that. So, we can't do anything, right? I can't be an expert skier. But remember, raindrops make oceans. Raindrops make oceans. And Sarah says uh, she just wants to take a shower and wash her hair. And I'll tell you, I've got this bathtub that I have to get into. You can hire an occupational therapist to give you an idea on how to make it possible for you to do things in your house, Or I go to the gym and every day, whether I work out, I tried to work out after, I tried to do a little bit of chest and triceps on the machines after I was done physical therapy. And I got so tired. I felt, I got tired. I need to go home. Uh, uh, and I don't know if I would have been tired if, no, I was tired. I had spent so much, an hour and a half in the pool. Um, but guess what, Sarah? At the gym, they have a shower that you can take your walker, and they have a seat. They're hi, Alex, and it's so friendly, so you can do that. Uh, so a lot of you know what? If there's a way you can get to a gym that has a pool and you do this, a therapy pool, this was a little bit warmer. Raindrops make oceans, guys. Raindrops make oceans. And every single one of us needs to succeed a little bit for us to do it again. It's kind of like mowing the lawn. You know what? With the riding mower, I love mowing the lawn. You know why I like mowing the lawn? Because you can see the lines where you can see that you've been productive. It's success. You know, you did a good job. It's mowing the lawn. It's like, with the riding, it's success. We need success. We need to be successful, right? Hi, PJ. A lot of us talk about not having enough energy after we do things during the day, what we're supposed to do. So we abuse our bodies. We do things that everyone has to do. Everyone has to do. We do things, then we don't have enough energy to make dinner, to have dinner, and what do we eat? A candy bar. We just call uh, pizza. What we need to do is have a crock pot on our kitchen counter and get vegetables and just throw the vegetables and throw some meat and throw some soup. Just throw it all in so that we have get a crock pot and go to allrecipes.com and so put your meal in the morning, put it in the crock pot, set it for 8 hours, do what you're supposed to do throughout the day. Everything is planning. Uh, yeah, and Chris is talking about loving mowing. Mowing the, you know what, in the same way, I don't like vacuuming, but I like dusting. I like dusting because when you dust, you can see the progress. I like dusting. Uh, but anyway, Sarah says, all right, and Sarah's getting a new shower Monday. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Yeah, it's raindrops. Success, success. You've gotta have success. Um, Exercise with success. Pre-planning a success will help you do it more often. Uh, I love mowing. I love mowing the lawn. Love. In fact, I do my neighbor's lawn. Thank you for the time check, Chris. I do my neighbor's across the street. I do her lawn. So she pays me. She pays me to do her lawn, just enough for gas. I love it. I just love it because you can see their success in mowing lawns, right? Not the push mower. Those of you who can do, I used to love mowing the lawn with a push mower. because it's the progress. It's seeing that you succeeded. You, that's nice. Just like this gal who uh, for 6 months she's like, I keep taking lessons. I keep paying a lot of people a lot of money to teach me how to swim, and I am so upset. She says because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, and I'm very upset. And there's another gal who does tons of laps who's not a teacher. I was a teacher. Looks at her and says, listen to this. You just want to hit people. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. I'm like, man, I'm not going to say anything. She says, this gal who also does laps looks at the gal who just wants to do laps and says, you know what? Just concentrate on having fun. Just have fun. So I was like, we'll talk. I said, well, we'll talk. After she leaves, so the gal who says, just have fun, walks out. And I said, you know why that's not going to work? Because you're not having fun. She says, no, I'm not. I said, yeah. So somebody says, just have fun. It's like, hi, JP, just have fun. Just have fun. Yeah, forget it. Just have fun. Just have fun when you're exercising. No, you just have fun. Just have fun. This gal who in 6 months has been paying tons of people and she's able-bodied how to swim. She's not having fun and being told just have fun. Forget it, right? What she needed to be told is how to have a single success. I said, you keep getting in the pool and quitting when you're like, that's good. I'm not having fun. You need to quit when you're having fun, right? You need to quit when you've been successful. Only then are you not pushing yourself to do something you don't want to do. So we have to quit when we're successful. Walking across the pool without a noodle, without falling, doing that. All of a sudden, I was like, this has been successful. I'm more motivated to show up on Friday at 12 o'clock, which I told her I would, right? It's her time. Yeah, when I make an appointment with somebody else, uh, um, all of a sudden I respect their time. It's not about my time, right? That's why we do the MS5 every Tuesday and Thursday from 11 to 12 because it's about you and not about me. It doesn't matter how I look anymore. It doesn't matter. The success is that you reach out to each other. Uh, uh, just and that your words are more important than my words. And I know I'm probably talking too much and not reading enough. Uh, uh, all right. And then Chris is saying, you know what? If you put on your Bluetooth ear music, either music or a Bible study or something that you can just enjoy and just have some alone time with this music or just and succeed. She does that while mowing the lawn. It's so important. It's like that again when I said, you know what, just learn how to breathe, or you put your face in the water with goggles and count. And you gotta let exhale underwater, inhale outside the water, exhale, inhale, exhale, and you constantly can't count. You do that, you have to succeed. You so when you do that, you're teaching your brain that you can work. There is a way. Whenever you take a breath, you bring your face out of the water. Whenever you exhale, you know you're exhaling. Your face is in the water, and you slowly exhale little bits of air, and you know because you're counting one, bubbles, 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 two, three, and then you're inhale. So I just do that for 15 minutes and then try swimming a couple laps, incorporating that, right? So you're only spending a half an hour in the pool and you're putting it together, right? Right? You're putting it together. Nobody can do this, right? Well, don't we all start doing that, right? The only way we can do this is if we separate. We start with the all right, then we start doing that. See, success. I was successful. So anybody who's watching this that doesn't have MS, everybody has to exercise. Exercising and talking to other people while you're exercising. Doing this stuff, not. I go to the gym, and when I exercise, I'm one of the few people that don't wear ear pods. And the reason why I don't wear ear pods is because you, I don't want I want these people to come to me and talk to me. And one of the things I always say is that we're only allowed to talk if we are doing an exercise, right? Uh, JP, yeah, you know what? It's yeah. We're talking about they're on YouTube. They're talking a little bit about getting the vaccination, and it's a visceral thing. It's what's right for you. What is right for you? Uh, uh, Again, what's right? So JP, uh, uh, let's see, had the vaccination, got and spent 6 days after the vaccination, spent 6 days in the hospital with the Delta variant. Which, by the way, I've done a little bit of research on the Delta variant. Uh, the booster shot's supposed to prevent the Delta variant, and the Delta variant I've seen only happens uh, because only happens to people who've been vaccinated because the Delta. So people who haven't been vaccinated can't get the Delta variant and get COVID, but I don't know. That's what I've researched. Anyway, I'm still asking questions. So anybody out there, uh, make the decision whether vaccination is right for you. Don't let somebody make that decision for you. It's your decision. What happens to your body, what you allow going into your body between you and God and that needle, right? It's that vaccination. I keep early on. I ask the questions and and the only reason why I ask the question is that my neurologist and my general practitioner seem to be bullying me into getting the vaccination, and I was bullied a little bit in elementary or high school or I don't know junior high. I was some school I was bullied, and so I don't react well. I'm a natural rebel. When people try to bully me, I tend to sit back and I look at them and I'm thinking, why? why is this? Why is me doing something to myself? How is that going to benefit you? And I asked more questions. My neurologist was bullying me into getting the vaccination. And I said, I understand you believe in this, but she also believed that I take Gilenya at some point. I took Gilenya. The side effects of Gilenya for me was that I got melanoma twice, right? And I said to her, I said, you've recommended two things in the past that one caused a catastrophic attack that created that dizziness in me that you can't put the genie back in the bottle, right? The other one gave me the propensity to get melanoma, so I have to go for every 6 months. I have to get checked for melanoma. So here I am sitting there, and I'm thinking, and you're bullying me into getting this vaccination, and I'm thinking you've got two strikes against you. I'm thinking, and now you want me to do, and this is a Johns Hopkins doctor. Now, I keep asking questions. I keep asking questions. Just ask questions, right? Just so I keep asking questions. I'm keep asking questions. Anyway, Sarah wants to know where I'm getting my energy from today. I'm exhausted, but this morning at about 10 o'clock, I drank that Fort C energy booster that Dee recommended. And I talked about last week. It's that just copious amounts of caffeine and vitamin B. So I drank that before to get ready for this. But I'm telling you, I'm exhausted, and I'll tell you what, they're going to put the dome over the pool, so I want to. I want to go to the pool, and I'm going to do my laps. Because you know what, when you get good at succeeding at doing laps, you can. I'm telling you, for somebody who doesn't use their legs. I don't use because I can't kick with both legs. If I kick, it's with one leg and then I go in circles. So I can actually do 4-day left with my eyes closed only when I come to the end because what it is 60 strokes. If I close my eyes and I do 60 strokes, I can almost take a nap. It's meditative. So I'm letting you know that you don't. I don't need energy at the end of this MS5. I'm. This actually takes a lot out of me. Um, uh, you're. Thank you. You know what? I've noticed, Chris. Chris says my eyes look bright, but I'll tell you what. I always look different on YouTube than I do on Facebook. So on YouTube, there my eyes do. They look good. They look good. But on Facebook, they look at half mans, right? They look at half mans. I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, I'm gonna swim. I'm so you know what? Swimming. I got it. Susan says swimming's not her thing. I gotta say, swimming. I like water aerobics because I'm too hyper to swim. But what did I do? I like putting the earbuds on and doing the elliptical trainer for 1 hour. I like to do that. But guess what? After a while, so a lot of us are devout Christians of the Bible, not of religion. So I gotta tell you something. When I stopped being able to get my legs to bend to do the elliptical. When I stopped doing that, um, it was about 12 years ago. Um, God, one door closed, and it was like God said, "All right, well, God's telling me, all right, you can't do that anymore. What else are you gonna do? Because I've given you so much in life that you can succeed at. What can you succeed at?" So I went down to the pool, met the greatest people because it's the peer pressure, people who were doing the laps. So and I started talking to people who knew how to swim. Believe it or not, I just talked to a guy who does triathlons about 6 months ago, and he got with MS. Our legs tend to go out, so he has me putting it's like a rubber band. Fitness has that. It's a thick rubber band. You put it around your knees, and you put a floaty thing between your thighs, and you do a snorkel, right? And you with the snorkel you go back and forth, and your butt floats up. There's techniques, and it's so where one door closes, God allows another one to open, right? Swimming is not your thing. It wasn't my thing. It's not your thing until it is your thing. It is. It's just so I'm gonna go down the pool and I'm gonna swim just because it just it's good. It's good. And I'm exhausted. At the end of MS Live, often I'm too tired to do anything else during the rest of the day because this here. Hi, Chung. Chung, you've been coming later and later. Chung, you got to come. You got to come at 11 at the top of the hour. At 9 o'clock, right in Texas. It's 9 o'clock by you. So you can get here. So you know what? You guys that are participating don't have to put on your face to be. I'm the smoke and mirror, so you can get your coffee, shuffle out, do your computer, sit down, and just doesn't matter what you're wearing or yeah, yeah, there's no excuse. All right, 10 o'clock again. John, we want you here earlier. Okay. So we're talking about successes. uh, we're talking cognitive function and how exercise will help. I will swim my laps when I'm done this. I'll swim. I won't have any energy, but you know what? And pull up a crock pot. I'm going to pull up a crock pot and Jane. You know what? I love that. I love Jane sent a picture of herself. She's here with a hi Aphrodite. She sent a picture with makeup on, with tiara on, and her makeup was all for. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. It's true. Jane is the funniest. Jane is. What would we do without you, Jane? I don't know. Anyway, so Aphrodite is here, and Aphrodite is here. Well, you live in Greece, right? You're from Greece, so we are the League of Nations at this. Although, let me see, we have Canada here. We've got Greece. before we had India, all right, where's Monica? Yeah, I look at the regulars. Um, but anyway, the big thing is we're doing things to succeed today. Uh, I forgot to ask questions about what you did to succeed last time, but we're gonna succeed. We're gonna succeed with physical therapy and with exercise and with cognitive function. We're going to succeed today. All right. Until on Tuesday, we're going to get together and we're going to talk. All right. Somebody's going to have to remind me to ask questions about our homework assignment. Anyway, love you all. Please subscribe or follow me if you're watching. Follow me on these channels. Uh, uh, and let me see. Go to msfrontiers.org and let me pray us out. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for everybody who participated in MS Live today. Thank you for everyone, Lord. Help us to be disciplined enough to do what we should be doing instead of what we want to do. Help us to be good stewards with the blessings of our body and the things that you've given us, the tools you've given us that we overlook sometimes because we're too busy just trying to breathe, Lord. Just help us to succeed. In Jesus' name I give thanks. Amen. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you on Tuesday.